Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to go over creating a character from reference again as requested by some students. And we'll be beginning from the process of picking colors from our reference. So I'll start by dragging my reference in, as you can see. Click on OK so the reference appear on my canvas. And then next I need to lock my reference layer so I don't accidentally move or edit it. Okay, now it's locked so I can move it. And next we need to create a color for our palette, a layer for our color palette. So I'll call this color palette. Okay, so that's the color palette. And then we can now begin to sample colors from the character itself. Okay, so but before that we need to draw a small circle like this, and then I don't need the stroke, so I'll take it off just like that. So now with the circle selected, I'll hit my eyedropper tool and then I'll just sample the skin. So that's the color of the skin, as you can see. And then I'm going to make a copy of this one, move it out of the way like this, and this time I'm going to sample the color of the hair just like that. Drop it down, Ctrl D, move it out of the way like this, and this time I'm going to sample the color of the top like that. Again, Control D, make a copy, move it out of the way, and this time I'm going to sample the color of the jean skirt, which I think is actually the same with the top part of the eyes. Oh, they are different. Okay, so we'll take the jean skirt, yes, and then we Control D one more time, move it out of the way, and this time we sample the color of the top part of the eye. Yes, a slight difference. Okay, let's see if there's any other color we need to sample. Yes, we need to. Okay, I think this is white. We can do one for the white, or probably off white. Control D, move it out of the way, and this time we sample this white. Skip. Okay, take this and then sample the white. Make sure it's selected. Take the eyedropper to sample the white. Okay, so have it. Let's sample the dark shadow underneath the skirt. So Control D, move it out of the way like that, and then we sample this dark color, which I think we are going to use as well for the outline. So we'll be using this dark color for the character outline, the shadows under the head and under the skirt. So that's how you sample colors from a reference in Inkscape. So after you've sampled your colors, you need to as well lock your palette, okay, your color palette. That's the layer where you have your colors, so you don't accidentally move it. Now, after you've done all of that, you can now create a new layer and call this one your character. So this one you will leave open because this is the layer on which you are going to design your character, and you want it to be underneath the you want to you want it to be underneath the let's keep it under, yes, under layer 1, which is your reference. Okay, so layer 1 is our reference. Is a very good practice to try to name it. Okay, so we'll call this ref, so we know what is what. Reference, like that. Okay, so we have the character below layer 1. Sorry, we have the character below the reference layer. So now we can turn down the opacity of the reference layer like this, 50%, and then we can zoom in until we get a good view of the face, and then we can now begin to illustrate our character using the reference as a guide and picking colors from the palette we created earlier on. That is how you create characters with precision using a reference.